Hey, I'm Dummy, and this is my list of my 10 favorite LEGO sets this year, as well as 3 minifigures that I felt were worth mentioning. This is totally subjective, but I do have hands on experience with most of these sets, and I've extensively researched and studied all of them. With all that being said, I'm going to go through my 3 favorite minifigs of the year first. First up, I wanted to mention Serpent Knight from 31168 Medieval Horse Knight Castle. A new faction in the LEGO Castle line. So far, the Serpent Knight has only appeared in this single set, which is very solid in and of itself. The fig, however, really shines. I love the black and purple color scheme, and the diamond patterning on it enhances that look, in my opinion. Additionally, it's just also detailed. It uses the shield piece from the Legend of Zelda set with a different print, of course, and I like that as well. It's a really great addition to the castle line of figs, and I'm excited to see where it shows up next. Next up, I've got a fan favorite, the highly regarded Cat Lover from CMF Series 27. Now, maybe this is cheating a little bit because it includes the cat as well, but this is just a superb CMF, and we got a lot of good ones this year, like the pterodactyl as well. His cat patterning on his sweater, his two-sided head for when/if the cat scratches, and the cat fur on his pants are really great touches. It includes arm printing as well, which is always great to see and becoming slightly more common. And this fig overall is just very silly, which is why it's become super popular this year. Finally, my favorite fig of the year was Obi-Wan Kenobi from 75432 V19 Torrent. This is seriously just the best Obi-Wan fig they've done, bar none. It's got arm printing, it's faithfully accurate to the Clone Wars character, and it just generally looks about as good as you could possibly want from a LEGO. I've always loved Obi-Wan, he's my favorite Star Wars character, and so when I saw this fig, I was immediately impressed. It's an awesome fig and a great set, which is something you absolutely love to see. Now, onto the actual list. If you want a full review of any of these sets that I mention, I will recommend them in the description. First up, at number 10, we've got the LEGO Game Boy. This is just a great homage to a classic gaming handheld console. I'm a big game collector, and although I don't have a Game Boy myself, I've got its competitor, the Game Gear, and I also have a GBA and numerous other handhelds, so it is a format that I really do enjoy. This set includes the ability to switch which lenticular screen you display on the front, in addition to the ability to insert a game pack in the back, although it does make sure to make note of the fact that you cannot play the console, although some people have actually modded it to make it playable. The build is also really cool, with the SNOT features giving it a very tiled off, smooth look. However, the D-pad deeply contrasts it, with the cross piece featuring all of the studs on top. Another nice feature is that almost everything is printed, except for the stickers to put on the game packs, which is accurate because in real life the game packs did have stickers on them. It's $60 for only 421 pieces, but a fair few of them are large and there's a lot of printing. Additionally, almost everything works, including the buttons, D-pad, and even the on/off switch, so it doesn't sting quite as much as it would otherwise. In all, this is a true love letter to the console and definitely worth picking up if you had one as a kid or even just love retro gaming. Next up, we've got number 9, and this one was a real treat to build. I chose the 1,125 piece, $110 21361 Gremlins Gizmo. This set is interesting because it contains something unusual in that you can build Gizmo sitting down or standing up. Right now, I have him standing, but you can rebuild him to sit without too much of a hassle. There are just a lot of cool choices here, like his eyes being printed shield pieces, the ability to move his arms, legs, and head, and the little water splash on his back, which is a nice reference to how the gremlins multiply. Another Easter egg is how you build what's supposed to be his little heart inside of him, which I thought was super cute. It also comes with 3D glasses, as Gizmo wears in the first film, but the one weird thing about this set is that you cannot put them on him, he's just supposed to have them sitting right by him. However, all it takes is 2 pieces that I was able to find easily at my local bricks and minifigs, and it looks very natural. Overall, this is a rewarding build with some very cool features, and I like how it looks on my dresser right now. At number 8 is, in my opinion, of course, the best LEGO Star Wars Playscale set of the year, the 75432 V19 Torrent Starfighter. Of course, I've already said a lot about the Obi-Wan minifigure, so there's that, but the Ventress and the Clone Pilot figs are also great. The price, as always with LEGO Star Wars of course, is controversial. At $65 and with 567 pieces, it is somewhat steep, but I do think the 3 minifigs at least make up for the price a little bit. The way you make the wings move here is simple, and it just works. All you have to do is grab them. I always like seeing how LEGO makes pieces moves, and this is a cool way to do it. Overall, I'm a big fan of this, and hopefully more LEGO Star Wars Playscale sets will be like this, rather than something like 2025's Turbo Tank. At the number 7 spot, I've got the 71847 Guardian Dragon from Ninjago, which is a really, really excellent display piece that's just shocking to behold. At 1,650 pieces and $150, this set, with its massive wings and crown, towers over the included Wu minifigure. The one caveat here is that it's not really posable, which some people wanted, but I think it's more than made up for just by how beautiful it is. The head print, the fabric wings, the brick build arms, it's really just peak. All the Technic builds inside of the main tower that contribute to the long, thinner dragon standing up are interesting to look at while building as well, and you just get to understand how this huge dragon comes to be. The rest of the set, with the rock that the dragon is on, the shrine gate, and the tree, also work well towards adding to the atmosphere of the set. In all, this is my favorite Ninjago set of the year, and it's definitely something people will notice if you've got it in your living room or bedroom. Now we're moving on to number 6, and I chose the impressively large 10355 Blacktron Renegade. This LEGO Space remake of the original 1987 set is just massive. Sitting it next to the original, you can obviously see the difference, but even though it's much bigger, this set is still a faithful callback to the original line of Blacktron sets. This even gets down to it being modular, where, like in the original line, you can move around the clips to your heart's content and change the modules out. It works really well here. Getting this set today at $100 and 1,151 pieces, which are actually all printed by the way, is far cheaper than getting its 80s counterpart today because it goes for closer to $200. With 3 minifigs, a cute little lander that can be transported on the ship itself, and an awesome alternate build that I'd be remiss to ignore, the Blacktron Renegade continues boldly forward with the LEGO Space tradition, and it's a really great face for the theme as of right now. Up into the top 5, my choice was the Baratie floating restaurant from One Piece at 5th. Now, I'm something of a One Piece fan, so when I heard about this theme, I was really excited to see all of the possibilities. This set, at $329 in 3,402 pieces, is by far the largest among all of the One Piece sets right now, and it is absolutely the best in my opinion. The way that you can display it with the exterior half facing forward and then turn it around to see the intricacies of the interior build is just incredible. There are so many cool things in here. The multi-tier design, the ridiculous minifig lineup, and the giant fish head's very cool building techniques. Even the on-deck play feature is cool, where you can have 2 of the characters fight. Is it expensive? Absolutely, but I think it's worth it, and that this set is going to go down as an absolute classic. Next up, we've got number 4, a new addition to the LEGO City Arctic sub-theme, the 1,064-piece, $120 Arctic Explorer Science Lab truck. Complete with a snowmobile that can attach to the rear of the truck, 5 minifigures, a rotating telescope observatory, and a cute little side build with some wolves, this set is just an absolute dream for little kid me. It's sturdy, it's massive, it's got a pretty cool build, and it just looks like a rugged Arctic winter truck. As a bonus, it can even turn with its articulated front end, and it has a fairly nice interior as well. Additionally, as many people have noted, this was released alongside the $160 Star Wars Turbo Tank, and man, when you look at them side by side, this is just a way better set. It's more playable, and it has a bigger interior. Even as a guy who loves Star Wars, it's just not justifiable. So in all, with a ton of play features and a pretty solid price point for everything you get, I think this set works super well for adding to the Arctic sub-theme, which also includes a floating ship, a train, and the now retired truck and mobile lab. Finally, into the top 3, I chose the $280 3,455-piece Neuschwanstein castle from the LEGO architecture theme. I mean, just look at it. Everything is perfect, it's all printed, the details are stunning, and the accuracy is there. There is certainly an element of repetitiveness here, perhaps more so than any other set on the list, but when you finish the set, I feel like it's well worthwhile because of the majesty of this build. The Technic gears being used in the castle turrets are a great touch, and especially so in the gatehouse, with its contrasting colors to the main castle. There are also some nice interior details, like the swan imagery present throughout the build. This is really cool to me because it's accurate and also an example of something that Ludwig II, the perhaps crazed mind behind Neuschwanstein, really wanted included. He loved swans, and they were one of the symbols of the Bavarian royal family, so he decided to include a large number of them, also reflecting the presence of real swans in the area. In all, I love how this set looks, how well it works with the scenery included with it, and what a job it does of reflecting the real-life beauty of the castle. Next up, in the second position, I have the 76968 Dinosaur Fossils Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is a really cool 1:12 scale model of a T-Rex. At $250 and 3,145 pieces, I believe it is an incredible deal for what you get. Additionally, because this is technically a Jurassic World set, it also comes with Dr. Grant and Dr. Sattler, as well as a plaque noting that it is from Jurassic Park and is in fact a Tyrannosaurus Rex. The head is very similar to the previously released T-Rex head, no shocker there, but the rest of the body is all new and amazing. This is absolutely one of the best display pieces LEGO have ever made, and the other references, like the little fossil dig build and the T-Rex head hidden under a rock, are just great touches that you love to see in sets this big and this well put together. Finally, we move on to first place, where I have the 75409 Ultimate Collector Series Jango Fett's Fire Spray class starship, also known as the Slave 1. Name controversy aside, there is nothing bad that I can say about this set. It's priced well at $300 for 2,970 pieces, including an extremely high quality Jango Fett with arm printing. It improves a great deal from the previous version of the set, which was Boba's Slave 1 from 2015. Everything just works here. The intricate details are present, from the interior's verticality to the extremely good-looking seismic charges that send you back to that moment in the asteroid field over Geonosis. The way that you can so easily pose it in both of its position is also pretty genius, and the stand included is exactly how I imagine the ship, in flight, chasing down prey. I also absolutely love that this is minifig scale, or just about there. It looks so good, it's been something people have wanted for a long time, it's a legendary ship that I really love, and that's why it's number one on my list. So that's all for this video. I'd love it if you give it a like and let me know your list in the comments below, or what you agree/disagree with about my list. I always try and read all the comments and I respond to a lot as well. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and have a really good rest of your day.